So, what I want to do in this video, I want to make this video a Q&A. It is a post-workout video, so I like doing this. I especially like doing this when I know I'm going to be uploading a workout video, you know what I'm saying? So, figured I'd just hop on here, man, and do a Q&A and go from there. Let's go. Today's workout was great, man. I didn't get that much sleep last night, so let's go. Boom, let's go. Let's go. So like on the video, y'all, I didn't get that much sleep last night, and it did affect my workout, but I will say this, caffeine is a hell of a drug, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it really helped me go hard in my workout, you know what I'm saying? All right, bro. It really helped me go hard in my workout, which was very beneficial. Certain movements, I did have to kind of tone it down, simply because, I didn't have a whole bunch of like natural energy, but that caffeine definitely helped me out. And y'all gonna see it. I mean, y'all might not even notice the difference. When y'all see the workout, y'all probably be like, oh wow, man, this man killing it. I don't know what he talking about. But it's more about how I feel, you know what I'm saying? We always gotta listen to the body. You always gotta listen to your body, man. Your body's gonna let you know off rip. It don't matter how you look and it don't matter how people perceive you or nothing. What do you feel? You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to pay attention to. So I got about 4.5 hours of sleep last night, and I wasn't gonna let that stop me from getting my workout in. That's out. You feel me? I can't afford that. So yeah, man, I came and did my thing regardless. You know what I'm saying? Look, so like on the video, if y'all rocking what we got going on, I do want to make this a Q&A, like I put on the title. So I got any questions pertaining to bodybuilding, training. There could be fat loss. There could be actual workouts, regimen, the best approach for your workouts. Anything of that sort, you know what I'm saying? We can touch on those things. But y'all know what it is, bro. We going, bro. I'm getting lean gains all day. Let's get it. I'm just loving the progress that I'm making. And see, the thing is everybody can make consistent progress, bro. Like, we can all make consistent progress. We just got to make sure that we're consistently doing what will bring about that progress. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that we're consistently doing what's going to bring about that progress. A great book that I've been reading lately is Atomic Habits. And I've been going real slow with this book. You know what I'm saying? I've been going real slow with this book because I really want to soak in what it's talking about. And atomic habits, atomic pretty much mean like small things essentially. And then you know what habits are, right? But the things that we do habitually is what will create the outcome of our lives, right? It don't matter what you're doing, bro. Everything that we do is gonna be, our life is gonna be a combination of all of those habits. Literally. That's what our lives are, whether we realize it or not. The things that we do habitually on a regular basis is shaping our life, right? And at the end of the day, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you got to make sure that the stuff that you're doing on a daily basis is going to, take you there. We have to make sure that the things that we're doing on a daily basis is going to take us there, right? On my live yesterday, I was talking about like the power of that, like the power of what you do. I think, in this current age that we live in, I think we take a lot of things for granted. I think this current society, modern society, we take a lot for granted. I think we take life for granted. I think that we take our power for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual power that we have, I think we take it for granted. Meaning like people don't realize, because I didn't realize this either, so I don't want y'all to think I'm judging people. When I start speaking on this type of stuff, y'all, I'm not judging anybody. I'm speaking from experience. Like, this was me. You see what I'm saying? I was taking life for granted. I was taking the power that I had for granted because I didn't realize, like, how what I was doing on a daily basis was affecting my life, you know? And I had like these aspirations and all these things that I wanted to do and achieve, but the things that I was doing on a regular basis wasn't leading me to that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, I had these lofty goals, like I had these things that I really wanted to achieve. But when I look back at what I was doing on a daily basis, I'm like, dang, I wasn't doing anything to bring about that. You know, whether it was back when I was rapping, and I was talented, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty talented at it. But I wasn't doing things on a daily basis that could have really took me to where I could have been. So going back to what I'm saying, man, like taking our power for granted, bro. Like, yo, you got power. We all got power, man. And the things that we do on a daily basis shape our lives. It don't matter what it is that we want to do. Like, it don't matter what our goal is. And that's one of the most beautiful things that I believe God has revealed to me. You know, like, yo, Kev, whatever you do on a regular basis, that's going to be the outcome of your life. Like, period. I don't care who you are. This applies to everybody. I believe that this is a universal law. Like in this realm, in this earthly realm, it's physics. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you do on a regular basis, that's gonna be the outcome of your life. If you smoke weed every day, you know what I'm saying? If you drink every day, if you work out 6 days a week, you know, if you track your calories and you make sure, you know, that you're getting in the amount of calories that you need to do to hit said goal every day. You know, if you're training on a regular basis, if you're doing methods that work, you know, methods, and you have a workout routine, you know, you're tracking your progress on a regular basis. If you're doing this consistently, you're gonna go in the direction of success for the goals that you want to achieve. That's why one of the powerful things that I read in that book, Atomic Habits, it talks about how people be focusing too much on the goal. And I learned this. I remember learning this back when I was younger, you know. It's all about, yeah, get your goals, man. I got these goals, man. I got these goals I'm trying to achieve. And they're focusing on the goal, goal. And they're wondering why they're not hitting the goal. It's because they're not focusing on the actual things that's going to get you to the goal. The goal is cute, you know, it's something like, it's a landmark, it's a destination. Like the goal is something like a target. It's good to have that target, right? But we need to focus on all the specific things that's gonna get us to that target, that's gonna get us to hit that target. It's just like archery. Say you, I don't know, say you doing archery or something. Or say you at a shooting range, right? You got targets and stuff that you're trying to hit. But do you know how to execute aim in such a way that you hit that target right at the bullseye? Are you so good at archery? Have you studied have you mastered archery? Have you studied the technique of archery to make sure that when you shoot that arrow, it hits right in the middle of the target? And see, that's one of the things that I wish somebody would have told me when I was 20. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was 19, 20. I wish somebody would have sat me down like, yo, Kev, man, you super passionate, man. You talented, but listen, bro, your mind ain't right, bro. You focusing on the wrong things. You know, you're not going about your goals in such a way, plan so that you will be successful at it. You just kind of just going with the flow and you just doing you, and you think eventually, yeah, something gonna happen. And bro, when it comes to bodybuilding, when it comes to life, when it comes to success, when it comes to finances, when it comes to all these things, it ain't no such thing as going with the flow. Now with finances, you might get lucky. There's people out there that's blessed or lucky or have an inheritance or have rich parents or, you know, have some type of wealth bestowed upon you, right? Some people are just lucky, right? And they just they either grew up with inheritance, their parents was rich, and listen, I'm not saying nothing bad about that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I plan to have wealth for my children. I plan to leave wealth for my children. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that. But my point is, you know, even the people who like got wealth handed to them or has an inheritance or already got money, they still need order and structure because they're going to end up losing it all. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have order and structure, if they don't figure out a way to plan things and structure things so that that money can grow, or they can keep and sustain that money, they're gonna lose the damn money. The money that the parents left them, they're gonna lose it. That's why, like, when you read the book of Ecclesiastes, King Solomon, it's funny. It's funny. I was just reading this book recently, and like King Solomon was pretty much talking about like how, you do all this stuff and you create all this wealth and you do all these things, and then you have children, right? That you're supposed to leave the wealth to, and you don't even know. You got to figure out, okay, are these children wise enough to to sustain this wealth, or are they just going to burn it down the drain? He just talks about how it's all meaningless if you don't have a clear plan and a clear understanding and clear structure. I say all of that to come back to my main point. We cannot reach any goal that we want to reach, bro. It don't matter if it's finances, fitness, relationship success. Some people want to be married, they want a successful relationship. Whatever the case, man. We have to have order and structure, and the things that we do on a daily basis is going to dictate if we're going to be successful at that or not. And, it's that simple. I mean, it really ain't rocket science. It's really that simple. And I just, it would have been dope if I had that when I was younger, but you know what? Nah, I thank God that I got it now, because this is when I was supposed to get it. Everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. Everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Colonel Sanders, I think about Colonel Sanders, man. Colonel Sanders was grinding his whole butt off, yo. And he didn't make it, and he didn't become super wealthy until he was in his 60s. You know what I'm saying? And, it just goes to show that it's never too late, bro. It's never too late. His family are still wealthy off of his contribution and what he built. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm not tripping about the knowledge and the wisdom that I didn't have when I was younger and how I done went through all this stuff. Like, at the end of the day, I'm glad I went through all of this stuff because my kids, hopefully my kids won't have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be able to give them the wisdom so they don't have to go through it. Hopefully God used me to give the wisdom to other people that ain't even related to me so that they can learn from, my mistakes. Like, I mean, I'm on YouTube right now and people do watch me. I mean, I'm not famous, obviously, but people watch me. I don't care if it's 2 people. Like, somebody gonna, feel that type of wisdom, and people benefit from it. And that's really just the goal. I think that's the whole point of life. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's never too late. I thank God that I'm learning now. And like, I realized when I started realizing that, things started to become a lot more easier, like bodybuilding, like staying consistent, like me understanding what it takes in order for me to be successful. Like me understanding what I lacked that created the issue, that stopped me from being successful. Like me being able to put A and B together and, do all of that. It's powerful, man. It's powerful, and I'm super excited to execute all of it. And I'm thankful that I learned it. And when I look back at all the years where I wasn't walking with that type of wisdom, I could see how it created the issues for me. Whether it's relational, whether it's financial, whether it was in my career, whether, all these different things. And, when you go through certain things in your life, when you go through trauma and when you go through all these things, man, as a kid, especially if you grew up in a chaotic household, you're not being taught this stuff. Especially if you grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you grew up poor. Like, your parents, whoever raising you, they more focused about how we gonna eat. They more focused about the bills getting paid. They more focused about how am I gonna make money so that the bills can get paid. They ain't thinking about teaching you valuable things. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the parents probably just don't know this. They just don't have this wisdom. right? So they don't even have it to give it to you because they weren't taught it. And that would actually explain probably why they were poor, because they didn't have the understanding. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the understanding. They didn't have the knowledge. They didn't understand this concept. You know, maybe they didn't know that, yo, everything that I do on a daily basis will be the sum of my life. And I can actually do something about my life, and I could be in a better position if I start doing better things on a regular basis habitually. They 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 probably didn't know that. So how they gonna teach you that? How are your parents gonna teach you that? You know, that's why I don't I don't blame my parents anymore, man, and I don't resent my parents anymore for a lot of that. You know, because it is what it is, bro. You know, it's life. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 36 years old. What do I look like? Still having resentment toward my parents. Like, I've been taking care of myself for years. You know, I can't blame nobody for my current circumstances but me. You know, my childhood, that's the past. But, you know, like, so that's the thing. Like, the only way that we can move on, guys, is if, you know, we accept that fact. Like, yo, everything that I do on a regular basis, my life will be the sum of that. Everything that I habitually do, my life will be the sum of that. Everything that I practice on a regular basis, my life will be the sum of it. So, yeah, it feel good to be able to share this information. It feel good to like be vulnerable, because I remember when I was younger, man, I wouldn't be talking about this stuff. I wouldn't be sharing this stuff. I would feel too ashamed, you know? I dealt with a lot of shame because of all that stuff I was going through. But when you start to get wisdom, and when wisdom starts to drop into you, into your mind, into your heart, like, and you feel the grace and the blessing and the mercy of wisdom, because wisdom comes from God. Like, when you feel that inside of you, it gives you a power, man, that I can't even explain it. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain it. And I'm just excited to be able to share that with my children and share it with other people. You know what I'm saying? And to each his own. But you know, y'all know what my channel is about. Y'all know what this channel is about. It's about obviously fitness, grinding, bodybuilding, transforming, men's health. I'm still gonna come back with that type of content. You know, I'm not completely evading that. Just right now, I'm just focusing on like workout content and stuff, man. Cause I'm telling you, man, once y'all start getting like consistent with training and working out, man, you gonna transform. Once you start to get the diet down and start doing things habitually to get the goals that you want to reach, bro, your health is gonna improve. If you got a good amount of body fat on you, bro, and you start dropping that body fat, your health is gonna improve. Straight up, your testosterone levels are gonna increase, especially if you had a whole bunch of body fat. Especially if you had like mad body fat, you know what I'm saying? Like I did. You know, your T levels are gonna increase. You know, so you know, your T levels will get a huge boost and surge if you lower your body fat. Now, once you start getting sub 10%, especially if you get under 8%, that's when you can run into some slight issues, you know. It's typically right at that 8%, man, where like, especially if you got a lot of mass, believe it or not, a lot of lean mass, you can start running into some issues with your T levels. You can start noticing sex drive declining and things like that. And it's not even mostly because of your T levels. A lot of I mean, it's estrogen too. Your estrogen starts to lower. Once you start to lower your fat and your fat cells start to shrink, your estrogen is going to lower too, because, you know, aromatase and estrogen sits in fat cells. So once you start to lower that, you start to shrink your fat cells. Yeah, man, and I'm talking about like lean. You see what I'm saying? 8% and lower. Like, it's just not sustainable. You know, that's a different ball game. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about my people who are 15% body fat and higher, and you know you want to lower your body fat. If you're 20% body fat and higher, and you want to lower your body, your T levels are gonna be like, oof. If you do it right, if you're eating right, if you're training right, your T levels are gonna surge. Man, it don't even matter. Like, if you start lowering that body fat, you're gonna notice some huge improvements, man. Straight up. But yo, check this out, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. I've been on here how long? For 20 minutes. Just talking. I talk a lot, but guess what? The things that I say have merit. The things that I say have substance. So I'm not the type of person that run my mouth and I'm just talking BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that I'm talking BS. I talk a lot, but the things that I say have merit and they have substance. And it's gems that come out of my mouth, bro. And I believe that the Holy Spirit lead me to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I don't even think it'd be me for real, like. But what come out of my mouth is gems, yo. It's substantial. It has substance. That's why I can get on the live for 45 minutes to an hour and be talking. But you know, I ain't just talking BS. And I thank God for that. I think that's my gift. I think that's a part of my gift. So we'll keep going and keep grinding, man. Listen, this is supposed to be a QA, man. Y'all been on here. I guess y'all just, you know, feeling what I'm talking about, and that's what's up too. I don't see no questions, and ain't nobody saying that in the chat. So that's cool. I don't mind just hopping on here and just letting it flow. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here, man. If y'all ain't got no questions or nothing, man, I'm about to just hop off because I gotta get ready to do my post-workout steps. Get these steps in. Whoever liked the video, appreciate y'all, man. We gotta let YouTube know what's good. You know, that stuff that I dropped, some of y'all that watch me probably already know some of the stuff I was saying, and that's good for y'all, man. If y'all had great parents that taught you that and taught you those things, man, salute. I'm happy for you. And some of y'all, maybe your parents didn't teach y'all. Maybe y'all learned these things along the way. I'm happy for you. But me dealing with the things that I've been dealing with ever since I was a kid, man, it really delayed like my learning with that type of stuff, man. You know, it's super delayed. And I mean, it's normal. It's normal when you go through this type of stuff that I went through. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, y'all, I'm about to get out of here, man. Hey, keep grinding, y'all, man. Peace and blessings to all y'all, man. We're gonna keep growing. The video will be uploaded. Hopefully I'll get it edited up, uploaded tonight. If not, it'll be uploaded tomorrow, the workout video. And it's upper body. I did chest, back, traps, arms, and delts. So that workout will be uploaded, man. Hey, until then, man, check y'all later.